Good day, good afternoon. Beautiful new moon day to you. New moon in Cancer, very powerful, powerful moon, beautiful moon. And I just did a wonderful meditation with the Curious Yogi. If you've ever come across her on YouTube, she's lovely. She's got such a beautiful, calming voice. I love listening to her. So meditate. Do whatever you can right now to enjoy this beautiful new moon energy. And it's all about emotion. It's all about feeling. So really beautiful, beautiful energy right now. I've just actually got a message from one of my ex-students, or soon-to-be ex-student. She's graduating, what have you, and she just said to me, because when we were away, we were talking about journaling, and I said to her, you know, how much I journal. I love my journaling. I write things down all the time. I have books and books. But what is so lovely, as I've already shared on my channel, if you do watch, that sometimes I get sort of guided by spirit or told by spirit, go back. Or I get a message, I've got to go back and see what happened and on certain dates and days and times. And it's all for my benefit. I find things that I didn't even realize I journaled about years ago. So she just said to me she did not realize how wonderful journaling was, and she's run out of pens already, and her mother's just bought her 12 more and all of this sort of thing, because she was the student that bought me these beautiful pens with these wonderful sayings on. You've got this, you are strong, it's okay to make mistakes, you are loved. These beautiful pens. And I said to her, I went through all of them. I finished them all. Every day is a new beginning, but I'm not throwing them away because they're in my little jar here. And I look at the wonderful, beautiful messages on them, and I just think, oh, they're so lovely. And she was like, you finished them, or you wrote them all, or you finished them? I was like, yes, because I journal so much. Anyway, she just said how wonderful it is. So I just said to her, you know, it's so fantastic to clear, you know, the noise, the chatter in your mind sometimes, to make sense of things, to also tap into that higher self, to start learning that there's guidance out there from higher source. And it's so beautiful also to be able to, like me, look back years ago, what I was writing about and where I am now, and see the difference and know how strong you've become, or how far you've come, or what changes you've made in your life. And it's so beautiful. Journaling, so I highly recommend it if you don't do it already, but maybe you would do and you really love it too, so let me know. Anyway, we're doing our tea leaf fortune reading this afternoon. I was called to do that, and that is really going to be great for us to see what is to come very soon. But before we do that, and we're also going to ask our runes to guide us first as well today, but before we do that, I'm going to go share an affirmation with you that I got this morning, and it is for the new moon today, so you may like to pause this video and write it out yourself and use it, up to you, or just sit and listen to it and see if the words resonate for you. So with this new moon, I welcome in a new chapter filled with abundance, security, love, joy, happiness, and peace. I use my intuition to assist me in nurturing and healing the things my inner child needs now. And that is really, the inner child is your higher self. Your inner child often we don't listen to. Our inner child often feels quite blocked, and we have to do a lot of healing sometimes for our inner child. Inner child has trauma from our childhood, things that we need healing on, and as we go into adulthood, we start to listen more to others and external forces and situations than we do to our own self. And our own self is our inner child, our intuition. So there's a beautiful affirmation for you today. I wanted to share that. So I am going to ask Spirit now for the guidance that we would love today. In actual fact, I was thinking, where is my book here? With the tea leaf fortune cards. you can do different sort of things, different ways in which you can use the tea leaf card. And I was just wondering whether it would be a really the coming year, or I was just thinking what we don't really want to do a huge big coming year. It would take forever, I think. What about if we do our, let's do the Astral House Pyramid. Let's do that, because the Astral House Pyramid is a way for pyramid method for telling your fortune. The tea leaf fortune cards you choose should be interpreted broadly. It can cover all sorts of sort of areas, starting off with what it is that we are talking about in terms of the astral house. So we'll ask for that, and then we'll do our pyramid. And I do like the way this pyramid sort of sits. You've got two cards, then 3 cards, then 4 cards, and it, it could be 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, and so I really like the way in which this represents. So the second line represents the cards, for 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, and then so on and so forth, as I said. So let's see what the pyramid is going to give us today. I think that's the way we're going to go. But first, we're going to get guidance from our beautiful runes on this new moon. Very powerful. In actual fact, I'll be putting them all out tonight to recharge and to feel really good under the new moon. So let's have a look. Okay, I'm just going to do it like that, apparently. That's what Spirit has said, so we're going to do it like that. So I'll turn them over and I'll have a little look at them. And we can see what it is that this is sitting like. And as you can see, I've kind of placed them like that straight away. I don't know why, but there we are. That's how they're going. That's how it was guided to go. So we're going to go with it, and we're going to see what the story is from our runes first of all. So buckle up, Buttercup. We're going in for it. Here we go. It's going to be a really good reading. I think it's going to be a bit long, but there we are. Right, so our first card is, our first rune is our beautiful Gebu. Gebu, it's gift, hospitality, generosity, translation. And so the key words is gift, generosity, friendship, harmony, talents and abilities. So being the fact that we're starting a new chapter, we're in this new main moon phase, it's a very emotional feeling kind of phase. That's a beautiful start to our runes here. Gebu is the rune of gifts and generosity. It signifies exchange between people that results in a connection between the giver and the receiver. And it also indicates you are receiving a gift, which is beautiful. It may be material or something intangible, such as emotional support. Isn't that lovely? That's lovely. Nice. And I gave you that an example of my student saying about journaling, and I'd given her the sort of direction to do so, and it's a bit of support, isn't it? Emotional support, journaling. So there we are. So also, depending on the context of the reading, well, we're not really sure because it's the first one here, but Gebu may be advising you to accept wholeheartedly with gratitude, or be wary with motivations behind any gifts. So a related interpretation is success and harmony in partnerships, so, or relationships, whether they might be personal or professional, could feel that reciprocity to some degree. Drawing this rune indicates that a relationship in your life is blessed with good fortune. How fantastic. With business partners or co-workers, this may mean that there's a synergy between you, leads to productive, enjoyable work. And isn't this lovely? Because yesterday, as I might have mentioned, I'm not even sure, but I got an award, and it was me and my partner and all of that, and we had a lovely blessed hour having this award, being recognized for what we do in terms of our program for the students and our careers. So it was lovely. It was very nice. The university absolutely gave us the reciprocity that we feel that we give all the time to our course. So that was lovely. So in romance, you may be experiencing a deepening of commitment and passion with your partner. So it could be a very beautiful, joyous new moon time period for you with a partner, with a love interest, that you will see a very different feeling. The emotional side may deepen. So just show compassion to people in your life and be able to forgive when forgiveness is needed as well. It could also refer to gifts from the higher realms, particularly in the context of skills and talents. Well, that hopefully is for me. You may discover a new passion that you have a natural ability for, or further develop a talent you are already pursuing. Drawing this rune is a message of encouragement to keep making the most of what you have been given in order to make your mark on the world. So it's a boost of magical energy. Gabu, beautiful start for us. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Now we have two of these ones, the Halgars, from Halgalaz, which is the Halgalaz first ayat. Now there's a double situation here. Now this is about control. This is about circumstances, things that are going to come up, things that are going to maybe feel a little bit disastrous at times. Maybe there's going to be a bit of an upset or something like that. It's a bit of chaos. So it's interesting how we had such a beautiful, pleasant start, and then we have these two double whammies sitting right here. However, what I want you to understand, it can be generally positive, because it also can show you that it's a temporary interruption that you might find you can get over really quickly and surprise yourself. And I'm just getting this as a download now. It was interesting how I used the example of journaling and going back and seeing how far you've come, how stronger you are, how what you were saying then compared to what you'd say now, that type of feeling, isn't it? Because at the time when you're writing, you're not thinking about, oh, in a year's time. I mean, I have had quite a dippy roller coaster in the last couple of days of energy and what have you, but I kept saying to myself, tomorrow's another day. I absolutely know tomorrow I'll feel so different. But sometimes we don't always feel that. And it's been quite interesting, because I've been having blasts from the past of people that have been coming back into my energy and saying hello and bumping into and what. Why? But it's again brings up then those past images or past situations or past people that are going to make you think of the past, and how you have got to stay in the now. You've got to be present. You've got to realize where you're going to take it to. So the magical uses of these two runes is protection, luck, quick transformations, getting over those humps. Yeah. So that's really good. Success in navigating difficult situations and breaking unhealthy patterns. So I'm absolutely adoring this, because for me, this gift I would want is the spiritual gifts, the fact that I am doing this, the way I'm learning. I actually wrote here, I want to be like Amanda, one of the readers I watch. I want to be able to get this download, know that that's what I'm talking about. And yet when I sit here, I just talk and I know it's downloaded. I just don't have to sort of think about it too much, you know. And it's like interesting how things shape and how things change and how much more confident I am in doing this now. I sit at my beautiful magical table, and it truly is very magical. We've also had this a couple of times, haven't we, in recent readings, and now that it is sitting upright, and I actually did put it dead center. We have got 7 runes on this table, and 7 is all about rewards as well. So it's really interesting, okay, how that has panned out. And the fact that that arrow it's ready, we're going. And I said this to you the other day, if that arrow turns, it's like, yes, we're ready. And it's momentum, it's the arrow is taking flight, it's going. And it was funny, because I was talking about this little feather of mine in my reading yesterday, and I thought to myself, and I think I might have said, it looks like a little arrow. It's got like a point on it. It's almost like an arrow point, this black feather. And that's how I feel that this looks like right now. I'm just like, yes, it's going forward. So I'm going to go with it. my friends. We are definitely going forward. We are changing how we're feeling. So Tiwaz is about courage, victory, strength, passion. It's also masculine energy. Masculine energy, we've had a lot of sunshine. It's about summer, the summer solstice, the sun. And tonight is the moon. Tonight is our feminine energy. So get out there in front of that moon. Put your crystals out. Get your feminine energy to come in, just to bring back that balance as well. Okay, so Tiwaz, let's see what we can say. Victory is another primary interpretation. It's enthusiasm, it's motivation, it's a positive sign for success, maybe in legal matters, but provided you're being honest and just in your actions, you're going forward, you're releasing anything that was holding you back, you're going forward. It's because it resembles a spear for a reason. Okay, also, it could indicate a male person, all right, that's coming into your life. That also could be, and it was interesting how Gabriel, it can also represent a deepening of relationships. So that emotional depth definitely has got the forward arrow, that arrow, you know, that love arrow. Can we think of, I'm just seeing Cupid's arrow then suddenly hitting you straight in the heart. You're getting it, my friends. Yep, absolutely. But no matter the circumstances, the advice of Tiwaz is always to make sure that you are experiencing healing. It can be about communication as well, that can be a bit strained, so that can also open up. It's about victory, strengthening your willpower. So that's a beautiful rune right now in the center of this magical table. Magic, magic, magic. Right, let's go to the next rune. Just clearing my throat chakra. Okay, we do have this one just now, but I'm going with this one first, which is, I've got to learn all of these. They'll come. It'll come in time. The more I do, the more I'll learn, you know. And it's got to be as natural as it possibly can be anyway. All right, so we've got our beautiful Ansus. Lovely Ansus. Ansus. Communication, wisdom, divine power, a message. It's a communication rune, so messages, advice, new information may be coming from external sources. You may be being asked to pay closer attention to the messages coming from your higher self. And what did I read to you? Okay, it is about that inner child, that intuition. That's your higher self. And I said that was my affirmation. So that is confirmation once again on the table. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Sacred to Odin, often called the god of wind and spirit, Ansus hints at the potential for prophecies, revelations, other messages from your allies. That is a big clearing. I'm so sorry. Oh, please excuse me. Don't ignore messages that have importance for your growth simply because you don't want what you're hearing to be true. Don't unthinkingly follow advice or believe what you're being told. We are often our own worst tricksters in how we perceive and process information from the outside world. Be careful not to misinterpret communications or blindly take things at face value. You may be unable to think reasonably and clearly at this time. Now, this is really important for me to take note of because, of course, I have been getting some messages that I've just literally been blocking, not interested in. And maybe I need to be. Maybe I need to spend that time looking at them a bit better. I don't know. But maybe that is what I've got to take. So sometimes we do not read our messages very clearly, and then we can always have a bit of a misinterpretation. Alternatively, you may be struggling to communicate clearly with others, feeling unsure about your own voice, or feeling cut off from your connection with the divine. No. All right, so that is beautiful. Let's see. Chance encounters lead to new connections, beginnings, and opportunities. Now that I'm going to take because I am bumping into people from the past. All sorts of things are going on right now. Keep your eyes and ears open as you socialize with others, whether for business or pleasure, because the association between Anzus and Odin, the father god, this rune can sometimes indicate advice coming from an older or wiser person. Reversed in this context, Anzus again serves as a warning against being taken in by trickery or deceit. So it's not reversed for me, so I'm not going to say that I'm being taken in by trickery or deceit, but I think definitely there is something to do with new connections. For me, anyway. So you take it how it resonates for you. Magical uses wisdom, discernment in a complex situation. Enhance your magical working, success in dialogue or public speaking, success in examinations, inspiration, and divine communication. So for me, I'm going to stick with my divine communication. I don't need communication from anybody else. I'm sticking where I'm sticking, and I know that there are new connections and new beginnings that are coming in, and I'll be open to have those conversations, 100%. So Sowilo is our next rune on the table. Sowilo, light, energy, good health and success. Sowilo is the rune of the sun and the life-sustaining light it provides, while Kinaz represents the light of the torch fire guiding one through the night. Sowilo represents the light of day, in which all is illuminated and there's no darkness or obscure our vision. It is the rune of light's victory over the dark, can bring much needed clarity and healing to a situation. So whilst I was saying, you know, I get a message or whatever, I'm just blocking, I'm not interested in talking about, but maybe that's exactly what it's saying here for me. You know, the idea that now I can really think that there is light, I can move forward. It's not, there's out of this darkness, out of this complex situation, I've realized there's no point in going backwards or hashing over old things. You don't need to be doing that. This is what my point is for me anyway. So maybe there's something, I don't know why I'm sharing that knowledge with you guys, but maybe somebody needs to hear that as well. So Sowilo's verse in the Anglo-Saxon rune poem describes the sun as a joy in the hopes of seafarers, keeping sailor spirits up as they move across the water towards safe landing. Sowilo is telling you that you are surrounded by warmth and light. Success, good health and joy are yours if you will allow yourself to have them, as are good luck and prosperity. So depending on your situation, you may need to open yourself up more and clear out your own inner shadows to let more light and life into your experience. So be open to the new connections that are coming. Absolutely beautiful. Drawing Sowilo indicates that you are in a position to use the beneficial energies of the sun to illuminate your path and reach your goals. Draw on your creativity and your inherent skills and talents to strengthen your pursuits, knowing that you have great power at your disposal. All right, so that's beautiful. Magical uses strengthen your self-confidence, motivation, success, healing, victory over challenges, and spiritual guidance. Fantastic. All right, and then finally we have our little P looking one. Let's see, is PPP. So next to Sowilo is, here it is, here it is, here it is. There it is. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? All right, harmony, happiness, bliss, happy relationships, well-being and success. So on the table for us right now, we've got some beautiful runes, beautiful opportunity to go forward, hey? A very positive rune. It translates literally to joy, Wunjo, and indicates all manner of happiness and well-being. Situations that have been difficult are resolved and optimism is renewed. It may be that a surprise development comes into your life that changes everything for the better. Be open to those new connections, my friends. However, bliss and harmony also present, and more consistently so when we take a balanced approach to life. Constantly focusing on negative will ultimately bring further negative circumstances via the law of attraction, whereas the practicing of recognizing what is going well will not only bring you more well-being, but also means you are feeling satisfied and at peace with your life more of the time. If you have been feeling down, discouraged or irritable, Wunjo may be asking you to adjust your view and focus on what brings you joy. Doing so will allow the positive energy represented by this rune to enter your life. As the rune of joy, Winjo is also associated with happy relationships. You are truly enjoying the company of others. Friendships are deepening and romance is successful. Whether a relationship is just beginning or is more established. So here again, more confirmation on the table. That is fantastic. General well-being, fulfillment, success, raised vibrational frequency, harmonious relationships of all kinds, powerful imbibed runes. I am blown away by those beautiful runes that are on the table for us, just confirming exactly where this reading is going. And now we're going to ask our tea leaves, fortune cards, to come out and play, and let's see what it is that this beautiful fortune is going to be showing us, coming up for us in our new moon period, in our new beginning, our new story. The people we're going to be meeting are going to be the ones that are for this story. Relationships are going to change. It's going to be really quite blissful and successful by the looks of things. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I just know our spiritual guidance is really strong. Okay, so I'm going to just move these over here, and I'm going to put our runes at the top of our table. I shall take a photo later. There they are, beautiful. Right, so here we go. Let's ask Spirit then, our tea leaves, what is going to be at the top of our pyramid today? What is it that we are going to be guided with? So I'm going to take this one that is the nearest to the runes, and it's all about our career. And how funny, I did mention to you, didn't I, about how I had the award yesterday and all that, and yeah, here it is. So Spirit is listening. Spirit is definitely going to be showing us very clearly exactly. So we want 2 cards, and there they are. I'm going to take those 2 right now. That card can go over there. That is going with our career. We have Tankard, which is celebration, fun, enjoyment, and Firecracker, excitement. Wow. Something is coming. Something is coming. All right, let me just, all right. We've got Tulip, Stork, and a Dark Woman. I want one more card. Let's just take one more card. There it is. And Kite. No, that's 3. What am I doing? It's 2, 3, and 4. Another 3 cards, please, Spirit. Oh, God, I didn't do a very good job here but it doesn't matter. Let's just, it's very difficult to shuffle the tea leaves cards. Oh, beautiful. And we're going to go with this one. All right. So there it is, our career. Our career we're talking about. We've got 2, 3, 4 on our rows, as you can see. 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, or 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. All right. So we'll just read as we go. So 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, Tankard and Firecracker. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. We have great passion with the Tulip card. Great passion. We have the Stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. Take it how it resonates, my friends. And we have Dark Woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. Very interesting. 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. We have a Kite, a vacation. We have chair filled, someone new is entering your life. We have the Star card, guaranteed success. Wow. And we have Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. How beautiful are these cards under guarantee? There's not one bad card on this table, not one card to worry about. We're just sailing into victory here, my darlings. So that is amazing. Right, so I'm going to read for you the meanings of each of these cards now, just so we get a little bit of a deeper story if it's needed, you know. So under our careers, Tankard, celebration, fun and enjoyment. A silver tankard awaits the queerest. Us. All the queerest has to do is pick it up and join in the fun. This symbol indicates that it's time for you to enjoy yourself. The symbol also indicates that there could be a good cause for celebration. Well, there's news of a birth or a new business opportunity not long behind that. So could be around this about time, you never know. 2 days, 3 days, and the next day, that type of thing can happen. Absolutely. Firecracker. Excitement. I love it. I love it. Gosh. Firecracker. A firecracker explodes in a brilliant shower of colours above the queerest. This card denotes that exciting situations or events are in store for you. News of a birth or news of a business opportunity. There's something that is in the next, what do we got? 2, 3, 4, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Well, let's say within a week you could have everything. Within a couple of months you would know everything. Or within a couple of days, literally, you could know all of this. So let's go with the flow, see what happens. Do you know what is so lovely? I was thinking about this when I did my Power of Thought today. We don't really know we can just keep going day in and day out on our stages, going in. I start my day, I end my day. In between that, I'm doing my day. You know, you literally have to. And what comes in, you can say, oh, wow, that's good. And it might link to something else in a couple of days' time, which is so lovely to think of, isn't it? But you just know that you're in the flow of energy. You're in the flow of life. Kite. Oh, no, tulip, great passion. Ooh, right, okay. Our tulip. A beautiful tulip appears in front of you. Its petals are tinged with various shades of red and yellow. This symbol indicates that you will feel great passion during the time frame shown. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. And right next to it is this idea of the news of a birth or a new or business opportunity. So there's something really going to be so beautiful and surprising and exciting. And it could come from the reason of the celebration, the fun, yeah? But it's something to do with your career. So take it as it resonates. Unbelievable, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It could be passionate love, passionate hate, or a passionate zeal for some cause. Check connecting cards to see if they reveal more information. So the connecting card is the stork. So it's revealing more information to us, definitely. A stork is perched on a new nest. It is building. The stork takes great care as it inserts its stick into the nest, making sure it's just the right place to make the nest as stable, as secure as possible. Oh, confirmation. This card signifies you will have news of a birth or a new business opportunity. If the news does not involve you personally, it'll involve someone close to you. Beautiful. Fantastic. Absolutely amazing. And a dark woman. There we go. Somebody very interesting is going to be around to give you a bit of a help. A woman with dark hair, dark complexion is shown. Her face is inscrutable. You will have dealings or a relationship with a woman with a dark complexion or hair. However, the symbol does not indicate whether the woman is a friend or foe, or whether the relationship will be romantic, business, or social in nature. Checking connecting cards to see if they reveal the nature of this woman. So, connecting on the left is the stork. All right, so new business, it could be to do with business, so absolutely. But it could be to do with the news of a birth, so obviously that could be a social situation where there's this dark woman is around with you, which could then signify that it is going to be quite positive. But also down here, the next row is your kite, which is vacation, an interesting vacation. So a dark woman, dark complexion, a tan, whatever you want to say. It could be a culture, different culture you go to, whatever. But this could all be very much linked with that situation. So that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Take what resonates, and please let me know in the comments if you do know exactly what I'm talking about or it comes about. Always great to know these things. Absolutely. All right. I'll tell you as well, I promise, if it happens for me in some way. Not the birth, but it could be someone close to me. So let's have a look. Kite, F-G-H-I-J-K. Where are we? Kite. Okay. So a brightly coloured kite in the shape of a goldfish flies high in a cloudless sky. The goldfish symbol symbolises an increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So this dark woman, this cultural situation definitely could be something to do with spirituality, a career. If you're doing something like this, maybe you're going to do this full time, something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying. The card does not specify what kind of vacation. It could be a vacation to an island paradise or a break from the chores of everyday life. It could also mean a mental vacation in which you relax from the pressures that are around you. But then next to that, we have a chair filled, and so somebody new is entering your life. Person sits in a chair in front of you. It is impossible to tell whether it's a man or a woman because of the angle. The back of the chair is decorated with irises, meaning that this person has an important message for you. This symbol signifies that someone new will enter or has just entered your life, but does not indicate whether it will be a man or a woman or whether it will be for better or worse. So again, check your connecting cards to see if this reveals more information. So I'm going to say for better, absolutely. And I can't tell you whether it will be a man or a woman, other than the dark woman is dealings or a relationship with is by the vacation card, and then this new person entering your life. So it could be this connection. And again, I'm going to say it's for the better, because right next to it, we've got a star card. And the star card is guaranteed success. So whatever this new business opportunity is, and I'm going to have to go with that because career is our our main card up here, our Astral House card. So let's go with business. Let's go with that. A news of a birth. The birth of a new idea can come about from talking to the dealings with this person. Okay, that will guarantee success, I've just heard. So beautiful. And our star card, wow, it is incredible. And our runes, all our runes was about success, forward movement, yeah, new beginnings, new people. It was, yeah, it's just here on the table today. So I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to share this with you today. A brilliant star glows in the heavens, outshining all others around it. Lucky is the querist who chooses this card. For you are guaranteed success in some endeavor. So there is definitely something you're celebrating, you learn about, there's excitement, there's passion for it, it's giving birth to a new idea, a business opportunity. You'll have this dark lady that may come in, could be from a vacation, she'll enter your life. It could be somebody else alongside this lady, because next to our guaranteed success of our star card, okay, it could be an affair of the heart, a business opportunity, or a financial situation. Check connecting cards. So connecting is this someone new is entering your life. Because it's career, I'm not going to say it's a love interest, but it could be through your career you meet your love interest now, a new moon. All right? It could be something like that, because guaranteed success. So if you're manifesting, if your intention is to find that person, that love, my affirmation was about my inner child healing and my spiritual success. Okay, so for me, that's where I'm going to go with that, you know. But you will also have hand in need of help, assistance, and guidance. The hand is also connecting to the star. And that means that alongside the chair field, this someone entering your life could just be someone that will really give you this guidance and help and what have you in that business situation. So this dark woman could inspire you, give you the birth of the new idea. You can get this business going. And it could be whilst you're on a vacation. It could mean a lot of different changes in what your career looks like right now. Okay. So that's really interesting. All right. Let's go to hand. In need of help, assistance, and guidance, an outstretched hand is raised to the sky. It is impossible to tell whether the hand belongs to a male or a female. This symbol signifies that you need help in some aspect of your life. Unfortunately, the symbol does not reveal if help will be given. So check connecting cards to see if they reveal more information. Yeah. And if I go upwards along here, all right, because I love reading the pyramid this way as well. So coming down from career, excitement, dealings or relationship with a woman with a dark complexion or hair, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. This person can very well be your guidance. Connecting to the hand is the star card, of course, which is guaranteed success. If we go down this side of the pyramid from our career, we go tankard, so celebration, fun, enjoyment with great passion. You'll have a beautiful vacation. There's something about the vacation. Now, I'm off on vacation next week, so maybe this will be something that I can bring back. There may be something that will help me in my career right now. I said to you I had an award. Well, that was for real world inspiration for students, that type of thing. I do that all the time. But I also use a lot of my understanding. And I said to you right in the very beginning of this reading, I suggested to one of my students who bought me these beautiful pens, knowing full well how much I would love them, knowing who I am, with affirmations and things like that. And I said to her to do journaling, and she does, and she's loving it. And so that's how I kind of inspire and motivate my students as well. So maybe that would be what I'm going to find out, what I'm going to feel. And I also will share this with you because I think it's important to recognize how wonderfully gifted I have been in my journey. And I'm sharing this not to brag or whatever, you know, it's not about that. It's just about, if it resonates with you, that sometimes you just need someone to say, look, this is how it can be. And if it makes you feel motivated, inspired, that type of thing. So I went back in my journals 5 years. I think I've said that a few times anyway. I was looking at a reading that my friend wrote out for me when we went to a tarot reader, a medium, years ago. And the first sentence, you must go to Tuscany. And I thought, oh my goodness, because guess where I'm going next week? You got it. So Tuscany can bring me something really incredible right now. I'm going to have faith and trust that this is spirit right now on this beautiful new moon day. After my clearing, after my summer solstice weekend, of my ups and downs in the last couple of days, I've balanced back my energy. I've done my meditation. I've done my spiritual work. And I'm sharing with you this beautiful, beautiful light and guidance, because I want you to understand that maybe, just maybe, there will be something here that will also help you. So my pleasure being able to do this with you. I thank you, Spirit, for showing us this wonderful guidance. Please like, subscribe, make a comment, whatever. Let me know if there's been someone that has come recently into your life that you know is definitely helping you in some way to do something to do with your career. I'd love to know that. But if not, be open. Remember our runes. Be open to these new beginnings. Be open to these new people entering your life now. Have an open heart. Okay, don't be in the mind frame of, you know, or I don't really believe what you're saying, this messages, these type of things. Like I said, my example was, because now is the time, the light is there, you're out of that darkness, there is only going to be truth and possibilities for you, because you are protected, you are guided. So thank you for your time. I will see you again real soon.